Good morning. Welcome to First Verse. This is with Steve and Marissa. We're going to be starting in Exodus chapter 28. No, 20. Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah, because you just showed me 27.
Yeah,
We're on
Exodus 28. I can't count today. Okay. Our mascot here, the cat, who will be providing meowing commentary. If she is not, if her desires are not met
Yes.
by our actions, because we are cruel people who do not bow to her every whim. Yes, we are such terrible taskmasters. All right, we're good. Where do you want to start? Or do you want to start or me?
You.
Me. It's all about me. Okay. It's Toby Keith song. I want to talk about me. Okay. Exodus 28, verse 1. And bring near to yourself Aaron, your brother, and his sons with him from among the children of Israel. Oh man, that's a long chapter. Good night. Hang on.
I don't think we'll have time for commentary.
Probably not. Okay. Bring with you. If you're ever wondering if this is a truly organic take, yes, it is, because I'm shocked at how large this chapter is. Okay, and bring near to yourself Aaron, your brother, and his sons with him from among the children of Israel. If you need to leave early, it's totally cool. I'll finish it up, okay?
Okay.
All right. So that they may minister to me as priests. Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, Ithamar, Aaron's sons. You shall make holy garments for your brother Aaron, for glory and for beauty. You shall speak to all who are specially skilled, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, and that they may make Aaron's garments to consecrate him, and he may minister to me as a priest.
Interesting. So, like, all the priests came from the tribe of Levi, but they were also descendants of Aaron.
All of them?
Where, I don't know. Yeah. It says Aaron was in charge of all the priests and Levites. And then the tailors who made his garments were given wisdom by God in order to do their task. Cool. Sorry. Okay.
What? This is just a thought. I wonder if any of the Israelites thought that Moses was showing nepotism. And maybe that's why he brought along Joshua, because he's like, no, I'm not. Joshua's from the tribe of it's one of the Egyptian tribes. From
Ephraim,
yeah. Egyptian as in it came from the line of Joseph and his wife, his Egyptian wife. Okay, verse 4. These are the garments which they shall make: a breastplate, an ephod, and a robe, and an embroidered coat, a turban, and a sash. They shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother and his sons, that he may minister to me as a priest, or as priest. They shall take the gold, the blue, the purple, the scarlet, and fine linen. Verse 6. They shall make an ephod of gold, of blue, of purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen, the work of a skilled workman. It shall have the two shoulder pieces attached to its corners, so that it shall be joined together. A skillfully woven waistband of the ephod, which is on it, shall be of the same workmanship, of the same material, of gold, blue, and purple, scarlet, and fine twisted linen. I like how he spells it out. It's like, it's the same stuff. Of this, and that. In case you did not hear me correctly. Verse 9, you shall take 2 onyx stones and engrave on them the names of the children of Israel, 6 their names on one stone, and 6 on the and the other 6 names of the rest on the other stone, according to their birth. So Reuben, Simeon, Levi, I believe. Judah. Judah was, I think Judah was fourth. Anyway, verse 11, with the work of an engraver in stone, like the engravings of a signet, you shall engrave the other 2 stones with the names of the children of Israel. I think God's specifying this is because if people are like, well, you brought down the 10 commandments, why do we need, why do you need to, maybe you should be the one engraving the stones. Nope, bring your best. Moses is just is a great prophet. But there's even things that great prophets can't do. Or are not skilled enough to do. They can do it though. You shall set them in a filigree of gold. Verse 12, you shall put the 2 stones on the shoulders of the ephod as stones of memorial for the children of Israel, and Aaron shall bear their names before the Lord on his 2 shoulders as a memorial. You shall make a filigree settings of gold and 2 chains of pure gold. You shall make them of twisted cord and fasten the braided chains to the filigree settings.
I have a note for 6 through 13.
Give it.
The ephod was a kind of apron elaborately embroidered with 2 pieces, back and front, joined at the shoulder with a band at the waist. On each shoulder strap was a stone with 6 of the 12 tribes of Israel engraved on it. The priest symbolically carried the burden of the whole nation on his shoulders as he represented them before God.
Jesus right there. Okay. Okay, 6 of the names on one. So the 6 of the names on one stone and 6 of the names on the other stone. These were worn on the shoulders of the high priest, portraying strength, typifying Christ, who protected Israel at all times. Another commentator says the shoulder which sustains the universe upholds the feeblest and most obscure members of the blood-bought congregation. Cool. This was the outer robe worn by the high priest. It was made of 2 parts, one covering the back and the other covering the front, these being joined together at the shoulders by golden clasps, which form the setting for the onyx stones. Interesting. I don't think what?
Oh, sorry. You finish?
I don't think we've seen an accurate depiction of that in any media.
Diggs has an interesting note on verse 12.
Okay.
It says, this explains why the names of Israel were to be borne by Aaron on his 2 shoulder pieces. He carried the burden and responsibility of all Israel upon his shoulders before God. If he should fail in his duty, the whole nation would perish, for he alone made atonement for all their sins once a year.
Which makes me not shake my head or anything, just I hate saying it because I'm not hyper grace, but the grace of God is crazy. Because as we know, as most people know, uh, Moses is going to come down the hill with the 10 Commandments, and the people are going to be celebrating that this golden calf, a Baal, and he's going to look to Aaron and be like, "You were in charge. What's going on?" And he's like, "Well, we collected some gold. I accidentally threw it in the fire, and out popped this Baal. It was the craziest thing." And this is God before any of that happening, which will happen soon.
Mm-hmm.
And God's like, Aaron's going to carry this on his shoulders. The most irresponsible. I mean, the first time he's in command, "Hey, son, I'm leaving the house on work."
He didn't even leave that long. It was
He didn't
like
live that
40
long.
days.
Yeah.
It's like a month and a half.
Yeah. And he's like, "All right, how can we really screw this up?"
Okay, I don't think he said that.
Okay,
But
he didn't say that, but it's like,
he was given all the tools he needed to be successful.
Yeah.
And he still messed up.
and he still greatly messed up. But
I mean, how many Christians are like that?
But that's where I'm going to. How many times have we utterly screwed up? Been in Aaron's shoes. How many times have we been like, well, I don't know how this happened. It just did, but I may as well own it. And then God has, but that's the great thing. God has already called you, child of God, son of God, to greater.
Mm-hmm.
Will you receive it? So that's honestly the best part about this. It's not a story of condemnation. It's a story of absolute redemption. Wow. Glory be to God. Okay, verse 15. Yeah.
I have to go.
Okay. Well, hop along now. Hop along there. Hop along.
Although I will say I've got a note for verse 15, even though you're not there yet. The breastplate, like the ephod, the woven band, was made with threads of gold, blue, scarlet, and purple and white. It was called the breastplate of judgment because Aaron bore the responsibility representing Israel in life or death matters before the Lord when he wore it. So it was made double and four square settings of precious stones. And it was fastened to the ephod as a permanent part of it. But I don't know, I just thought the breastplate of judgment's interesting because later on we have the breastplate of righteousness.
As an armor piece, yeah. Got the breastplate of, that's interesting. Yeah. The Bible doesn't talk a lot about outerwear that much. But when
Because
it
wasn't
does,
it
it's
a
a
few
big deal.
chapters ago it was talking about cloak?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I just remember the cloak of zeal. So the armor of God is famously mentioned in Ephesians 6. Well, Paul actually borrows that from Isaiah. And Isaiah mentions a few more pieces of armor. There's the cloak of zeal, it's like an overcoat of joy or something. But like it's a whole assembly of armor, and it's freaking amazing. I wish it was talked about more. But Pastor Rick Renner talks about how in Ephesians 6, the one of the pieces of armor that's not explicitly talked about is prayer and supplication being like a long range lance, like a bow and arrow or a spear, and that yeah. That's exactly what that is.
I need more coffee.
No, it's cool. Are you gonna take it in a to-go cup?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No, I might drink it and be late to work.
People, you work with people who do that, so
Sometimes I am people.
You want to say that on camera? My me, oh my. Well then, we might have to split this up in 2 parts because I gotta go too. Let's get some notes.
I want to know more about the breastplate.
Yeah. You know what? We'll split this up into 2 parts. Apologize. We should have started this earlier. But here we are, starting now, like Aaron. Starting off, not on the right foot, but we are starting.
At least we don't have a golden cow.
At least we don't have a golden cow. Don't have a cow. Don't have a golden cow. Hey. Okay. All right. Anything stand out? Swagger. Nothing really. Super stands out yet. Yeah, Jimmy Swagger. You can take him as an example. He amazing dude, amazing man of God. Messed up once, big time, and almost messed up a second time. And of course, the media wants to spin it as he's this terrible adulterer. He backed off from the industry, was counseled, and was reinstituted as a pastor. And he went on to do some amazing things. His cousin, Jerry Lee Lewis. So, fun fact, did you know that Jimmy, Jerry, and one of the other, someone else in their family, was taught piano by um, Lester Summerall's mom? Yeah, long time ago. So, Jerry Lee Lewis was brought up in the faith. And I think, I don't remember if Jerry Lee is dead or not, but I know that there's been this guy that goes around and he has access, just random access to these Hollywood stars, and he gives Bibles to these people. He gave a Bible to Ozzy Osbourne, and Ozzy Osbourne, yeah, that's an interesting story. He gave a Bible to Ozzy Osbourne, and in fact, engraved his name on it, like in gold on the front, like how some people do. And he gave it to Ozzy Osbourne after one of his shows. And he acted kind about it. Oh, hey, thanks. I've never been given anything like this before, and all that stuff. And anyway, about 6 months later, he follows up. No, not 6 months. 2 months later, he's at another Ozzy show, and he gets the backstage access. He doesn't see Ozzy, but his son, or Ozzy's son, is there, and he's like, "Hey, I remember you. You're that guy who gave my dad that Bible, that personalized Bible." And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's me." And he goes, "He hasn't been able to put that down. He's just been reading and reading and reading and reading and reading." Anyway, his son kept in touch with him, and he said that my dad accepted Jesus into his heart before he died. So it's never too late for someone. It really is never too late for someone. Jerry Lee Lewis, this guy gave him a Bible as well, and I think Jerry Lee Lewis repented. I don't think he made it public, but I think he did repent. This guy gave a Bible to Bill Murray. He gave a personalized Bible to Bill, and I think Bill actually reached out to him and said, "Hey, thank you for this. No one's ever given me a personalized Bible before," and has been reading through it. There's just something about when you're called by name. It's like of all the people that could do this task, and certainly everybody can do this one task that God has called me to do, but surely someone else is qualified. Surely someone else can do this. And yeah, you're darn right. Surely someone else could, but you were called of it. Are you going to do it? What an honor to be called. What an even greater honor to fulfill it. So I just want to leave that lingering thought with y'all. It's only too late when you're 6 feet under. So it's never too late. It's never too late, man. Remember that. It's never too late. All right. This is Steve signing off. We'll pick up in Exodus 28:15 whenever I get back. Be blessed, guys.